All right, ladies and gentlemen, totally enjoyed the show, guys. Now, guys, if you are a performer and you're on TikTok and YouTube, and people are making negative comments, so let's say you're poor, you have a camera, you have certain things. Let's say maybe your look's not polished, maybe you have extra weight or whatever. But you have to believe in yourself enough that you can go through and perform, right? Now, a lot of people that perform at certain a bit late stages in their life will talk about their hardships, will talk about their difficulties, because that draws people in, right? People are understanding when you have difficulties. People know, hey, that person's human. They have things that they go through, and I'm going to relate to that. So it's really kind of nice to have that. And once you get more famous and more followers, you can then build your brand by making yourself look better or do things to make yourself improve, right? Instead of being like, oh, I can't be like this, I'm trying my best, but I don't have the money, I'm not able to do this or that. Instead of being like that, just be like, well, at least I'm, out there trying and I'm doing my best that I can. Now, remember, like you might get criticized, you might give up, but really, giving up doesn't help, right? Now, I know some people are like, well, easy for you to say you have all these wigs, you have all these clothes, and yes, I must say that does help me for sure. I've definitely had advantages where other people haven't had those advantages. I'm poor now. Well, I've been poor the whole time, but it's because I bought those things, and now I'm not even able to buy as many things. But it depends on how much later I wait. I do get things at work that I might be able to buy more things. But anyway, um, so yeah, I'm not able to buy things as much now. But everyone's like, well, you have so much, right? And like the things that I buy are very cheap, like very inexpensive. Like this dress is like $10, maybe $20 if that. And I have obviously I've got a lot of dresses, but I put them in storage, obviously away from here, but away from my apartment, outside of this building. But yeah, so I have those things, right? But I mean, in general, you are going to see someone that is doing well because yes, I do have a lot of outfits. Yes, I do have a lot of looks. But I have 2 degrees, you have to remember. I'm 43. At 43, not everyone has a career, but you have to have something where it's more substantial. My car salesman job is a bit more of a career. Doesn't pay that well, but it pays decent. So, you have to really remember that I'm coming from a place of getting a lot of education. I should have a better job with my education, right? Like, my education is a large amount. Not a lot of people have 2 degrees, right? So I should have a better job. Definitely, I'm not getting paid that much. But anyway, so you might be looking at me and thinking, well, why do you have all these things and all that? And I understand, yes, that's true. When you have a nice wig like this, you're going to be able to perform, and whether you're good or not, you're going to be able to attract more people. But I am good, and I do perform well, and I did start off with less, and I did start off with not as much, and I did start off with, working on my abilities and working on my talent, practicing. Now the thing is, you can be someone that has a jeans and a t-shirt as a guy, and if you have a camera and you're able to, lose weight or do something unique or creative, you can definitely make your mark, right? It's not always people that are making a lot of money that get famous. I grew up very, 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 very poor. I've been poor. I'm still very, very poor. My account's in the negative right now. All right, I'm very, very poor, but it's like you have a drive, you have a passion, you have this and that. My ability to perform is great, and I bought these dresses over time, right? Like, I'm not able to buy dresses for at least another 5 weeks now, right? Or whatever, maybe sooner, I'm not sure, but it's going to be a while before I can buy dresses or buy new things. It might be less, I'm not sure, but it might be more, right? So when you see that, you think, well, that's tough, right? But I mean, remember though, you guys are like, well, you have all this stuff, why would you even say that jeans and a t-shirt you can perform? Well, if you're a good looking person, or even if you're not, and you have talent, you know, not TikTok and YouTube is not for everybody. Not everyone has the right talent or the uniqueness to pull it off. But if you start and you try and you put the effort in and you make sure you do something creative and you really work hard, you can make your dreams come true. And that goes for everybody, right? Not everyone's going to make it, but instead of being a whiner and dealing with negativity, you know, if you're someone that has jeans and a t-shirt and you're making videos and you're doing the best you can, that takes bravery. That's strength, right? So if you're getting negative insults, which everybody does, and don't give up on that, right? Because you get those negative insults. Well, if someone's going to insult you for having one outfit that you usually wear, or a couple of outfits, and you're poor, well, what kind of person is that, right? What kind of person insults someone for what they have and what they don't have, right? So, you know, we see celebrities, they're all about the bling, all about the money, but if you're not there or you don't have those things, then really you can't be, you know, upset and blame people if people are criticizing you. You have to make sure you feel good, right? You should not feel down because celebrities have all this stuff. You should work towards getting to where they're at. Anyway, totally driven out.